This one.
You're always going the wrong way. You ever go the right way?
Well, I'm trying to get to these little white markers. Okay, he's not. He's a person. It's me trying to kill somebody. Okay, so we should have something in here. Yep.
That a book? Oh, it's his notes.
It's his notes.
We probably should have taken that when we killed him.
Yes. We should have. Now we go down this tunnel.
Take my blessing. Gain a little bit of magic on me whenever things die near me. What is that one?
Death increased.
Death Phoenix. That's what I suggest you get one of those. I think it'll give you like 100 magic and stamina whenever something dies. To a dungeon run only with freaking healers. That'd be an interesting run, wouldn't it?
No sugar snout!
Dare
Stop!
attack me and
You're
make me
killing
do
him!
this again.
I never intended. What did I do wrong? This isn't you, sweet boy. This isn't you.
The lion's eating somebody.
What? Give me your light.
Okay, so we go down here.
Don't worry about dying.
I'm not worried about dying. I've got soul crystals.
Yes, but I also can resurrect you, so. And I mainly always have it with me because nobody can die.
Well, once you get the resurrection ultimate, you can resurrect anybody, but a lot of people
Yeah, and
don't
I have
realize
the
that.
one that restores magic and stamina, I believe, for every now my attempt is resurrected. Whenever I have my tether active, just stay relatively in my zone and you'll have some healing.
Huh.
What is the effect that it gives you? Check. Always around you and always orbs. Restores 7,500 attack. 7,600. Here is also a pretty good place to get some fighters. star? The little skill sky shards?
I've run into a lot of them, but I can't remember offhand exactly where they're all at.
Oh, Sugar Snout. My sweet boy. I don't... It's not fair. You were so young. So young. I'm going to fix this, boy. I'm going to bring you back. I promise.
Right.
I think I can heal 3 people at once, right?
His lion died. Possibly. Well, we seem to be all glowing.
Let's take a stamina potion. Back to full stamina, yeah. What's this thing? Riverhold fragment. Okay.
Huh. Yeah, I think it went on there a few.
Oh my god, yeah.
Good go. I just don't feel like restarting.
Restart.
Yes, I remember picking this first one before I even got the quest for this.
What even is the Riverhold fragment?
Huh?
The Riverhold fragment.
Yeah, it's part of a quest. And there's 16 of them. Scattered all over the place. Knew there was one in this dungeon somewhere, I just couldn't remember where.
I'm gonna switch this one out for my ability here. So I don't think I've actually leveled it up yet. So I could get another morph. That, or I can get the shocking siphon. You think I should get shocking siphon, or try and use a skillful morph here?
You know how you what your playstyle is, man. You should be able to pick out which one you think you should.
No, it's just that if I get that shocking siphon, then I have all the equipable abilities for the class.
Right.
Close to having a decent bit of all the
Bright
classes.
moons, you're back!
Death has all
Not
except
that I
for
had any
one on
doubts,
the,
mind you.
Undead
So,
Confederate and 2 on the
success?
Curative
Did you
Curse.
find Marzula Joe's notes and memory stones? A Sench tiger? That's remarkable! If he managed that, the frog should present no challenge at all. Thank you so much, Walker. When I publish about this, I'll be sure to mention your contribution.
I'll have to go over here for
I
this
can't
quest.
wait to see the look on
I
Caldathir's
just got
face.
29.9 XP from that. Not 0.9, 29.
I wonder how long after death you can perform these rituals. Do you think they would work on something smaller, like a mosquito? So many questions. Oh, let's not overreact. Advanced spellcraft is as much an art as it is a science. Sure, he may have encountered a few bumps along the way, but that's to be expected. I won't fall into the same traps. Trust me.
That's another level. Level 5. Just picked up.
Level 10 is when you unlock the dungeon finder, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. When we do that, we can
I've just
do
got
some
the
a few
racial,
dungeon levels.
racial thing. Okay.
On almost every dungeon, there's a dungeon quest that you get skill points from if you do it, and it's pretty good.
Gain experience. Increase your experience gain with dual weapons skill line. Reduces your damage taken from environment lava by 39%.
Are you reading your passive skills?
I'm reading the Dark Elf line, the passive Dark Elf skills,
Oh.
and I can get Dynamic, which is increases your magicka and your stamina by 687. That's an interesting way to go.
My main passive ability is Cut Purse. It's increased experience line with by medium armor with 15%, 5% extra percent chance of successfully pickpocketing. So that's good.
Magicka recovery by 2% for each light.
You wanna hit it?
Right. Oh lord. Bones. Bone blast. Life and death. Rank 20. Okay.
Hey John, do you play Rust?
No, I haven't got that. I was thinking about it, but
I have a server for it, so if you ever get it, me and you can play it together. And at the end of this month, when the next thing for it's gonna come, I'm gonna cancel and switch to a better service.
right.
So, because right now it doesn't show as public, and I don't like that.
Okay. I'll look into it. I'll probably, if I go with that, I'll probably wait until it's on a sale or something, and then.
Yeah, because right now I think it's like $40. It's decently expensive. For a second there, I thought this was a rad roach. I play too much Fallout. God damn it. God damn it! You see any large roach-looking thing, and automatically rad. God.
Yeah. Have you seen what's it called? Mountain Blade 2?
Mountain Blade 2?
Yeah.
Oh, Mountain Blade.
Yes.
No, I haven't. I don't think I've seen it.
That's come out. It's been in development for 8 years, and
8 years?
yes, and it's only just come out as early access right now, and that's like nearly $50.
Gotta kill this thing? Hashimoto?
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll keep your health.
That's spawning like my
That's really easy.
my life kills me sometimes.
Ready? This is the ultimate skill for the ultimate ability for the restoration line. Seems to be pretty good with healing. You will die now. Yeah, it restores 3,850 health every second 5 seconds. It's got a radius of 28 meters.
Okay.
That's the ultimate skill for this at its initial bits.
Looks like we're going into town.
Oh crap, I'm falling behind.
Looks like we're off into town. Yep.
Jump over the wall, damn it.
Climb up the rock.
I'm trying, but I'm bad at climbing. Help! I'm bad at climbing, I can't climb. Finally!
Let's see
I did
what's
it!
in the bookshelves.
I climbed a rock! I managed to climb a rock, are you proud of me?
Yeah.
Where are we going in?
There's a house. Yeah, it got me going into a house.
Oh, you have to go into the house here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google where all the sky shards are and elsewhere.
I know where some of them are. Why?
I just need one more so I can get a new skill.
Okay.
Mira.
Here we go.
Elsewhere sky shards. Let's here.
You must be here about my summons. Good,
This
good.
is a total of
I was just telling
18,
Lord Gareshri
10
and
on the
Chimera that
landscape,
someone
10
would answer my
not
call.
10, but 8 in the dungeons.
Since you're here, I
Here
presume
we
you
go.
will
Let me
wholeheartedly
see.
agree to help us save elsewhere from a rage of dragons.
We are over here.
So much better than flock or
There's
herd,
actually one
don't you
really
think?
close to us here.
The Khajiiti Defense Force isn't prepared to deal
Follow
with a
me,
threat
we'll
as
head
big
to
as
it.
dragons,
I don't know if we've hit
especially
this
since
one.
they were fighting to liberate
Probably
Rimmen
haven't.
when the huge beasts arrived. Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate. I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with
Another
portals.
one of the Hashimoto
If it is
things.
him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons. Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp.
Wonderful. We're gonna play with Cadwell again.
Lord Gareshri is the Speaker of the Main and the commander of the Northern Elsewhere Defense Force. His aide, Chimera, serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though
There's
she
a
would
weird
never call
glitch with
herself
the
that.
restoration staffs.
If
so
you
I
want to
figured
know
out
more,
that
feel free to ask them.
if you're using a skin on one of them, it might switch to the other one as well, and it does not look the greatest.
My half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmen and other parts of Northern Elsewhere about 6 years ago. The Khajiiti Defense Force has slowly been taking back their province, but Rimmen is well fortified. And now, because of the dragons, things are worse. A militia drawn from the prides of Northern Elsewhere. Gareshri, the Speaker of the Main, has taken command during this crisis. With Dominion troops busy fighting the Three Banners War, the Defense Force must deal with the Euraxians and the dragons. Never heard of Cadwell? Don't tell him that. Cadwell may be the oldest soul-shriven in Cold Harbor. For all his eccentricities, he's certainly the most sane. Fancies himself a knight of old. If you find him, secure his help against the dragons. What do they teach young people these days? You've never heard of the great Abner Tharn, advisor to emperors and battle mage supreme? No? Well, take my word for it. I'm a very important personage. You should
Plus,
feel honored
Argonians
to
have
meet
a
me.
friggin'. I think they swim 2 times as fast, right?
Say that again.
Argonians swim 2 times as fast,
Yeah,
if I'm
'cause
not
they're lizards.
mistaken, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, a lot less annoying than the extremely slow swim speed of literally every other character.
Yeah.
Where's the waterfall over here? 'Cause that's
You're
where the,
responding
other
to
sky
Abnur
shark is
Tharn's
supposed
letter.
to be.
One of the promising adventurers.
On this guy over
I
here,
hope you
that's-
can help us. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of
Thinking
Northern
about joining
Elsewhere,
assassins so
also
you get the
known
Blade
as
of Woe,
Anequina. I am the
just for
speaker of
killing
the
some
name,
random person.
a position in which I've served faithfully for many years. I represent our spiritual leader, the Main. In addition, I command the Northern Elsewhere Defense Force during this time of trouble. We're dealing with more than just dragons, unfortunately. A few years ago, Abnor Tharn's half-sister Euraxia conquered Rimmon and parts of northern Elsewhere. We recently liberated Riverhold and were about to do the same for Rimmon when the dragons appeared. It's almost as if they came to her aid. Do what Abnor Tharn asked. Just as he once served as advisor to emperors, he has agreed to help me formulate strategies and tactics for use against the dragons. It is the least he can do, since he had a hand in setting the horrid beasts loose.
The most annoying thing ever here. I take great pleasure in killing you. I freaking have killed this archer like 5 times over, and there's just that one
Another
outpost just kept
outsider
healing.
comes to Elsewhere, as if we did not have enough problems between Abnor Tharn and the dragons. Ah, do not mind me. Great beasts rampaging through my homeland tends to put me in a foul mood.
Now where the hell is this?
I am Kamira. I assist the Speaker of the Main and serve as his agent. With
Now,
both the
where's this freaking
usurper
waterfall at?
queen and the dragons ravaging
West
northern
of
Elsewhere,
Riverhold.
there is much for me to do. Too much, I fear. But I will persevere. What can I tell you that you cannot guess? That these
Oh,
fearsome
there's the
creatures of
waterfall.
legend have returned to threaten Elsewhere? That much is obvious. Damn it. This is all Abnor Tharn's fault. Dark moons, take
I
him!
sneak just as fast as the regular walk, and I like it. Oh, sorry,
That
Jesus.
arrogant
Damn it, I
Imperial!
used this one already.
For an advisor to emperors and
Oh, well,
the
over
renowned
here's a
battle
sky shard
mage,
if you want
he
one.
demonstrates a disturbing lack of caution.
Right here at me.
It was Abnor Tharn who entered the halls of Colossus and released the dragons. He says that was not his intention, but
Another close one. 15 is in the
what do my
boat.
beliefs matter? Dragons have come to Elsewhere, destroying everything
Oh,
I
there's a
hold
dragon up
dear.
there.
As the moon singers say, the path to oblivion is paved in good intentions. So damn Abnor Tharn. Damn him for unleashing this terror upon us.
Somewhere over here is a good one.
There's a dot somewhere. Okay. Let's blow through that. Side quest. I could never find this one. There's a freaking quest marker here, and I can never find it. It says it's below me. It's gotta be a way underneath the ground. Let's go over here.
So many low levels. It's adorable to watch them.
Thanks for that.
No offense, of course.
So I'm kind of low level right now. Okay. honest. Okay.
There's my sky shard. Now I get a skill point.
Oh, it's the guy with the cats.
What to get now?
Don't mind me, I'm just stealing your stuff.
Are you dying?
No. I'm in a
Okay.
garden. I'm in the house with these cats. Annoying cats. Okay, let's get into some of this stuff.
I only have 2 abilities in the freaking fighter skill thing, and that's just Trap Beast, and because I thought it looked nice and free and intimidating presence.
Okay.
Are you here about this one, Cynthia? Has she been
I
found?
might actually want to get banished away. The first level of that, you generate 3 ultimate when you
Yes,
kill an
of
undead
course.
Danger or werewolf. and it
Cynthia
doesn't
was
say
taken
that
in the
there's a
dead of
limit on
night.
how many
This one has received
seconds
no
between
ransom,
them.
yet he fears the worst.
might-
She is a very beautiful Jakajit, you see. Ishu believes that the captors may mean to sell her. Cynthia has a long, glossy coat, soft as the richest of silks. Her eyes are bright yellow, like the honeyed moons. Ah, and she always wears a gold necklace. No suspects, no, but someone who may have spotted something? There is a wood elf who tends to stay up well into the night, always singing and dancing, that one.
The
If
Silver
anyone
Bolt's
saw
ability,
something
fire
unusual
the
the
Dawn
night Cynthia
Guard
was taken,
Vampire
it
Hunter
might be
crossbow.
her.
Free and use that as a vampire. Ain't that something, man?
The wood elf's name is Mel? Yes, that's it. Mel the Musical, she always calls herself. You can usually find her toward the north end of town near the Sand Gardens. Ishu will pray for your swift success. To help find this one's darling Cynthia, Ishu will answer any question you ask. Mel arrived in Riverhold a few seasons ago. Makes a living begging for gold as she sings and dances. She has woken up Ishu more than once banging that drum of hers. Still, we chat occasionally. She is kind, if not a bit eccentric. Mel does not have a home in the traditional sense, so you will often find her sleeping in the stables
Doing it,
and
shock
bathing in the
siphon,
public
let's go.
fountains. But who is Ishu to judge, eh? We all have our oddities. Cynthia is a willful child. A tad spoiled, this one admits. Ishu dotes on her. The town guard, they do not
I gotta
understand.
kill something to
They say,
test
"Ooh,
this."
perhaps she has wandered off," they say. "Perhaps she is
Actually,
lost." Such
If I
foolishness.
drop
How can they be so
invigorating training for
uncaring?
Bone Tyrant, I can use the Summoner's Armor. Because when that ends, it creates a corpse.
Thank you, thank you. May bright moons light your path. Ishu will prepare a feast for Cynthia's return, yes? Perhaps some fish. Ah, yes, fish is her favorite. This one can already hear her contented purrs.
He's talking about one of his cats because it's gone missing.
All that. Okay, now I gotta head back to you because you're a little miles away. No, screw it, I'm just teleporting. Nice try.
It's fine. I'm just
Actually,
pottering around in a town.
do you want to head to, what's the place? Glenumbra, I think is how you say it. There's a place there called Silum. It's pretty easy to, get some levels there, if you do it right.
Oh, What do you know? A customer. Salutations. Mel the Musical at your service. Are you here for a performance? Ishu, the Khajiit with all the cats? That old coot is sweet as honey jagger, but a bit off if you ask me. Shame about his daughter, though. No one should have to go through that.
A freaking wood elf with a London accent.
If you're looking for trouble, Tajiri's your girl. I've seen her with all sorts of indecent folk lately. Always shifty eyes on those ones, I tell you. She tends to spend a lot of time behind the stables lately, if you catch my drift. Very good then. And hey, if you're looking for some entertainment for your next soiree, make sure to seek me out. You won't regret it. She's a gambler with a lot of friends in a lot of places. And you know, who am I to judge? Business is business after all. But as of late, she just seems to be getting more and more suspicious. In fact, there's been a lot of that in Riverhold. Suspicious activity. People who I ain't ever seen before, going about town at all hours. I mean, I may stay up well past most people's bedtime, but I'm a musician, comes with the territory. And these new folks aren't bards, that's for sure.
Elder Scrolls 5. And the other one, I believe, 2. I don't know about that.
I missed the horse.
You missed the horse?
Yeah, running around.
Not the best things to do that much, is it?
Yeah. Behind the stables.
What's back here?
There's a well, if you're on the quest, there's a note back there that shows up.
Saw you heading this way. Find anything of interest?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, the stables, Developed a sudden interest in horsemanship, Walker? Oh, looks to be a coat. A napping badger, eh? Sounds familiar. Ah, yes! The sleeping badger is a rock formation, just south of Riverhold. But this bit about the sweet trip, that music doesn't understand. Music will mark it on your map, Walker. Feel free to lead the way. And perhaps this is a good time to mention that this one is not so skilled in violent situations, should trouble find us. But that is where your expertise comes in handy, yes?
Okay. Sleeping rock. Sleeping badger. Let's grab this first. So what class is this one you're playing right now?
What class am I playing as? Necromancer.
You're Necro.
Yes, max rank Necro. I have all the active abilities unlocked.
Nice.
Same thing for the restoration staff. Oh, something coming up behind you. I'll show you what the shocking siphon looks like.
that.
They took a lot longer than they took last time to kill.
Is
Yeah.
there a way to stop having the skins on a weapon right now? That is highly
Dark moons.
I hate stuff.
Oh, you died.
Yep.
Sorry.
Apologies. This one is fine.
I can insta-kill this guy over here.
Skooma. These vagrants must be... Music is all right. Feeling a bit... Music is all right.
Over here, let me do it.
That
See,
necklace
like,
must belong to
75%
Zinthia.
less XP for it, but it's an instant kill.
Come, let us speak away from this place.
Game to 3 points.
A missing daughter, a hidden note, and now a band of skooma smugglers. This investigation becomes messier with every step we take.
Just give me a sec, I'll be right back. Let's go find
Yeah,
that.
there was a
This
weird
one is
little sound
unsure,
from your
though
mic
it is
when you were
possible
gone.
Issue may be hiding something.
Oh,
Still,
yeah.
our priority should be to investigate the
Life.
gambler who wrote that note. Tajiri was her
The
name,
washing
yes?
machine's on.
That does ring a bell or two.
Alright.
If Tajiri is a gambler, it is likely we can find her at a local tavern. Mizik will head there at once and see what he can dig up. Meet this one at the Banished Regrets Inn.
Okay. Well, they said there was a sound of some kind.
Yeah, but it was only when you were gone.
Okay, right. Let's see. Let's get the main quest up. I think I'll just stick with the main quest. Let's look at my logbook. Yeah. Raging Dragon. What level am I? 5. Okay, we should be able to deal with that. Let's go down here. Oh, okay. So, what's that?
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster. Especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt
Okay, so
us.
now my one key is named
Where do you
Blood
think it came
Sacrifice.
from?
We'll get rid of it. Not 2, but 5.
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Talking cats.
Don't touch the dead thing, they do not tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe.
Don't touch the dead thing. So you're level 77 then?
Champion level 77, yes. Level 50 is the regular max rank, and then you go to champion point. I actually have to put a point into my thief tree here. The tower is probably gonna be when I'm in.
So I've seen people with like 500 and something.
Yes.
What is that?
That's your champion thing. Right now, yeah? 1 second.
Okay, so once you get to level 50 it changes.
Yeah, when you hit level 50, you get, the champion points. Also, I have to go do some real quick. Back soon.
Okay, I'll continue with my main quest here.
My light armor just increased for no reason.
Because I'm fighting. And you're part
Free
of the
love.
group.
Oh, there's a pot.
Yep, it's part of the main quest. Or the main storyline for this zone. I'm assuming you've already done the main storyline.
I'm up to the 2 queens part of it, so yes. So yeah.
I actually completed it. I need to splash out some more money and get that dragon hold and I think it's scar.
I saw you, traveler.
Something
Why
else.
do all outsiders
the other
insist on
DLCs
acting
that are out?
suspiciously?
Yeah, there's 2 DLCs. There's dragon hold, and then you've got 2 dungeons.
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness?
The man with the pot on his head. Here we go with Cadwell.
Oh, Cadwell?
He's
Cadwell's over here.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
ace.
right.
Do
He
not
has those
play
little
innocent
visions in
with
this
me,
one.
stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen? Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head. You sound as confused as he was.
Oh,
Kept
Mark
talking to
Cadwell.
his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
That is just ace. Oh, he's over that way. The man with a pot on his head. This guy's got an old-fashioned.
Not just a man with a pot on his head, he's Cadwell.
Exactly, but the cat called him a man with a pot on his head.
Well, that is kind of what he is.
Yeah. I like Cadwell. I enjoy his comedic kind of personality.
Indeed.
Although in the main quest he saves us a few times.
I like that Cadwell was a little bit quest line. Oh, we have another person.
Yeah, somebody with wings. That's kind of cool.
Seems to be that my sister's playing this with us. She doesn't have the DLC though, so she wouldn't be able to go here.
I don't have all the DLCs, I only have a few of them.
I have a decent chunk of them.
It's gonna be a slow process of getting them all. Kinda quite expensive
I know, right?
to lay out so all the money for all the DLCs. It's quite a bit of money there. I'm hoping actually to try and get when it comes out, hopefully, or close to when it comes
That
out,
new DLC.
the Skyrim. Yeah, Skyrim's on its way out soon.
Oh, the new Skyrim?
Yeah, it's gonna
Oh
come.
jeez, I forgot that it was coming out soon.
Yeah, it's on its way to Elder Scrolls very soon. I hope they've.
ElderScrolls 6. Oh boy.
I'm hoping they do it justice though, because I actually played Skyrim.
You know the Skyrim granny, that person? She has a YouTube channel. She's actually gonna be an NPC.
Wow. Nice.
Shirley Curly, I believe, or something is her name. She plays a lot of games. Ark, Skyrim. Her main thing right now is Skyrim, I believe.
Right. But anyway, I'm hoping they actually do it justice, because you know what Skyrim's like, it's huge.
I know.
And to do it in Elder Scrolls, I'm just wondering if they're going to be able to do it justice.
I think it's gonna be in Hammer or something like that. I don't know which.
Hello, you come to pay your respects to this poor fellow too? It was the strangest thing. I was looking at this very gravestone in a dream. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything.
Yes,
Would you like to try in 1v1? I can bring you back
Important. I had
there's
no
not
idea.
even a
I suppose
point
it
in that.
must be.
Come
I saw it in
on.
a dream after all. Or was it
What's
a
the
vision?
pleasure of getting
I
killed
get
by
those
somebody
two
who's like...
confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of
Dude,
Why
I've been able
and
to kill
stepped
somebody
through
at
it
this
all,
kind of thing as well.
And then pish
Even or
posh,
not, it is
honors
possible.
abandoned, gras, and here I am.
It isn't.
Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries
Come
before
on,
we
let's
honed
see.
in on this exact location.
Let's see how
Now,
how
why don't
good
you
you are at
take a look at the
combat.
gravestone and see
I don't
what
do
you make of it?
PvP, so probably very
can
very
try.
bad.
I don't do PvP either, dude.
Well, it took a
The
few
majority
tries
of my
to find the
skills,
exact
I only
spot
have
saw
one
in my
real
dream.
attack
A
skill,
number
which
of
is my
frightfully
the
rude
Hungry
rats and
Sight.
lasses occupied
The other ones are
first
just
location
summoning
I
and
visited,
healing.
demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho. Foul smelling, I'll have you know, that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by Bantam Gua you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one. Dispatch? Why would
Come
I
on,
do
let's
such
try.
a terrible thing? I adore those adorable
Give you
punch
20
buckets.
something soul
Alas,
gems. That
Groot
should
was
be more
standing
than
a
enough
little
for trying
close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Duel me.
What's the point?
There's no bad side to it. Hey, my weapons deal under 1,000 damage each, and I mainly have only healing
See?
things. So you actually do deal a decent bit of damage, more than any NPC would. So remember to use your charge attacks on some of it. Plus, I never do PvP, so I'd like to try it. I ain't gonna be using any ultimates because if I do, whenever I lose resurrect.
I'm almost dead anyway, and I've got no way of healing myself, so it's...
You don't have any healing abilities?
No! I'm still only level freaking 6! That's why I said it was pointless.
Doing a decent bit of damage to me. We just have one guy right here just watching.
Right, back to what I was doing. Now you've satisfied your death.
The death penalty has been given.
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me.
I should probably
Words
have
change
more
and switch
abilities
places.
for
Very annoying.
that.
Anyway, the gravestone
Right now I have
mentions
a
the
lot of
betrayer.
things that I could
Sounds
probably
like
do
a
without.
dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him.
This is where Cadwell's head was buried.
Huh.
I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though.
This one's
Who
a
is
healing
this
ability, so
betrayer?
it's gonna go
Whom did
here.
he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they
be on
put the
one.
rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue. Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
I guess I could put it in every boneyard.
He's... right.
Did you hear
Cadwell.
that, my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old
Now I
times.
can summon a
Stops talking.
thing here for you.
There's
And
The story about Cadwell is he severed his head, removed all his body parts, cut him up, and they buried his
you
head
know
where
about the actual storyline to it?
he's called the Betrayer. He's the Betrayer.
Thankfully, my sister won't know that because that's kind of spoiler.
Well,
I ain't telling you because you gotta play the game, Maddie. If you do it,
right.
you gotta beat this.
But this whole storyline
sister
we're
never-
going through right now, you discover all about
What?
in this main storyline.
What? I can't see it. Oh, what the hell's wrong with its leg? Oh. What?
Okay, we are heading to.
Oh right, my sister had a little. What's this thing? She has a little pet. It randomly showed up in her inventory one day. No alerts, nothing. And it looks like a rat, apparently. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Might be the.
Did she get it
I don't
from?
think it's actually one that's in the non-combat pet area.
Right, but it might be. You get monthly rewards, so she could have got it from a crate out.
No, I highly doubt that it was a monthly reward. Because she never plays this game, so.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't know how to open them, apparently. Even though it kind of tells you.
Right.
Still? Dude, do you mind if we head to Silm soon?
Huh?
My sister's heading to. My sister is at Scylla, and I'd like us all to do some stuff there.
Okay. She's
Get down. I'll deal with this.
Glen Numbra, top left. If you head to the Daggerfall Wasteland, it's really close. It's literally directly above it, essentially.
Okay.
Mind if we head there?
Let me
Oh,
just
no.
get this out the way, and then we'll go.
I just scurried.
You can head on in front.
But not
and I'll
before
catch
it
up.
laid waste to most of the camp.
I'll invite my sister.
We
to the
arrived to
group.
find the outpost being overrun by undead.
I know, but when you get
Then
it,
the dragon attacked.
I cleared a
I did
lot
what
of
I
my
could.
friends list so
I fear
that
it
it's
wasn't
not
enough.
taken up by randoms.
What about the power surges? Did you learn anything?
Currently,
betrayer.
my champion that I'm working on right now.
There's a
'cause it goes
betrayer
in, like,
mentioned
rows
in
or
the
something.
legends of
It starts out like
Kunzari.
warrior, thief,
It seems
and
those
mage.
stories continue to hound me.
And when you get the
No matter.
champion,
We can deal with
you
that
get
later.
the enlightened thing
Right
for it.
now,
Your
I want
character's
to know
enlightened
about
and will receive
Cadwell.
the next
Has he agreed to lend us his support?
436 XP at an accelerated rate. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns? Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiiti moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led
My
me to the
opinion,
halls
remote
of
totem
Colossus.
is better because you
But
can
let's
do it at
save
a
this for a less
distance.
dangerous time. Tell me about
Oh,
Cadwell.
Maddie just logged on. Oh, you have to, You think when my sister gets over, when we get to Slum, are you able to invite her to the group?
You're leader, aren't you? You invited me.
No, you're the party leader though. Hold on, let me invite you to a new group.
Damn us for arriving too late.
Group.
I did not expect to find them. The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold.
There you
But
go, I
we
invited
were
both of you.
determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though,